Hey driver, what's cracking? You ready to do this again? I don't know if I am. I'm getting a little tired. But we are with the flatbed now. Kind of a long story, but I had a backhaul for the flatbed, and so I hooked up to it and got everything ready to go, and the backhaul postponed. It didn't cancel. I'll have to do it again in a couple weeks, or yeah, a couple weeks, but postponed. So, and I had a bad tire on this trailer, the inside tire right there. So I stole one off of the stretch trailer. Those are the same size tires. I don't feel like going to buy a tire today. We are going to Tacoma this week. We are going to load a 68-foot long load of joists and head north. So I think it's time to go put it on. Are we prepared for liftoff? I think we're gonna have to be. Here's today's load. One thing I discovered is that this is a job site that we've been to 2-3 times already. Let's see what overhang we have. 16, 4, 5. Not a real big deal. Ain't nothing for a big strapper. We're gonna go to GC's tonight. That's the plan. Plenty of parking, about an hour from the delivery in the morning, and about an 11-hour drive today. My name is Jupiter. I drive a truck. I own the truck I drive, and that's why I called my company Jupiter Trucking. Join me, and I'll take you along on some of the different things I end up doing to make a buck with a truck. Here's one thing that's different this week. I have an additional camera. About a month ago, my GoPro broke, and it took GoPro a month to replace it. And in the meantime, I had to buy a different camera. They replaced it, and now I have two. Camera 1, camera 2. Camera 1, camera 2. This might be kind of fun for some of the shots where I want to get a picture of the back of the truck and the front of the truck at the same time. I'm gonna practice with this one. I just heard from a friend of mine, and apparently there's a wildfire somewhere along the route that we're going to be taking today, up near Madras. They said there were intermittent closures of Highway 26, the highway between Madras and Portland over Mount Hood. So we'll see. I checked the road reports and the road conditions, and it showed that there was a wildfire, but it didn't show that there were any road closures. So that's the way our permit is routing us, and hopefully we'll have no problems. We'll find out. Well, one thing I was able to get done over the weekend is I was able to do some brakes on the tractor. I bought 4 sets of brakes. I'm going to do all 4 of them. But yesterday I just got 2 done, and I rotated, swapped those 2 tires. I did kitty corner, left rear and right front. So those have 2 new brakes, and then when we get back from this round, we're going to do the other 2. The truck will have some stopping power. Now, they were getting pretty low. It was time. I don't mind doing this myself, to be honest with you. It is work, but it's not terrible work. It's dirty work. But, you know, I saved myself $1,000 by hanging out there and listening to the radio and doing it on a Saturday. It's all just part of it. Every little bit I can do helps put an extra nickel in my pocket. Well, I think that's all I'm going to do today. This is a good spot. Still plenty of daylight left. This is why I like parking here. With all that overhang, it really gives me a nice place to park and not worry about hitting people or people hitting me. So we're all done. Gonna get up, I don't know, we're about an hour or so from the job site in the morning, and we're gonna get up and do it in the morning. A couple guys are gonna be delivering before me, but I told them go ahead, get everybody all warmed up, so when I get there, they got the kinks worked out and we can just rip it on off. I do have a reload tomorrow. We're gonna load hardy board. I'm gonna have to tarp it real quick with these nets, but that's fine. And we're gonna take it to Salt Lake City. We have a drop in Meridian before we get to Salt Lake City. I don't know how much of it, a couple units or something. So we'll get that done and see what we can find out of Salt Lake City. Don't have anything out of there yet, but we did our full day today. See you guys in the morning. Time to go. It's not all that early. Hey look, there's John. He's still napping. Something's about to happen here. This is a highway patrolman in front of me in an unmarked car, and that's a highway patrolman in a marked car behind that water truck. And they've been kind of zigzagging each other around here for a reason, for some reason. There he goes, he just lit him up. And the second highway patrolman's getting in on the action also. Roundabout right in the way, and it looks like it's just getting beat up too. They poured gravel all over it. All right, remember this place? Guess this is the third building now. Place I'm loading, James Hardy, they require an empty weight, a scale ticket, before they'll load you.
First way every way?
First way.
What's that tractor number?
802.
Alright, I got you ready. Go ahead, pull forward, put your cards on for the scale. Thank you.
Thank you. There you go. Now they don't necessarily require the scale ticket. They really only require it if you're going to argue about how heavy it is. And they load you heavy a lot. My empty weight right now, because I've only got a quarter tank of fuel, is right at 32,000. I haven't weighed that little since I was in high school. So since I'm at 32,000, I couldn't find a weight of what they're going to load me at. So I'm hoping it's only like 46, 47. Save me some room for fuel because I got to get fuel, and we'll be good to go. But this will at least give me a good baseline. Check out this long load. has a steerable car or truck or whatever you want to call it underneath the rear there. We're loaded. Not a real big load, but it's a full load. A full heavy load. 47,500 pounds is what I was told. James Hardy has changed their policy since the last time I was here. Forever, we have used screen tarps or net tarps. No more. They want full tarps. Luckily, I have them with me. But it's just a lot heavier, dirtier, and whatever. The nets go really fast. So we're all strapped up and I'm getting ready to put the tarps on right now. This pallet right here is a second stop. The whole load is going to Sandy, Utah, except for that pallet, which is going to Meridian, Idaho. So once I'm tarped and get to Meridian tomorrow, I'll have to untarp and get that part free. We've got another driver over here giving another driver a jump start. So apparently her jumper cables are just too weak. This guy loaned his jumper cables out, so he didn't have any, and he came over and asked me if I did. And I've got a good, thick, big set of cables. Now update, it's not working. Her batteries are too far gone. We had 2 sets of jumper cables hooked up for the last half an hour, and it only turned over once or twice. I've even got her phone plugged into my phone charger because it's dead, and I won't charge her phone even. Me and this other guy tried. He went and dropped his trailer and came back to help. There's no point in 2 of us hooking up, so I feel bad. All right, I'm done finally. This has taken me, or I have been here entirely way too long. The nice lady over here who is driving the truck with the dead batteries is stranded. And so I've been kind of helping her out a little bit. Her batteries are shot and we're not gonna be able to start the truck. If me and that other guy who was giving her the other driver who was giving her a jump, if we sat there at a high idle and charged her batteries for, I don't know, an hour, they might get charged enough to start. One battery was bulging, you could see it was bad. Her boss told her to use the APU, but we went over and looked at it and the belt is broken on the APU. It'll start, but it'll overheat because the water pump's not turning and the generator isn't turning to charge the batteries, so she's stranded. She's out of Virginia as well. She's here, she's a long ways from home. But she's got help coming, so I'm not gonna abandon her, and I've been spending a lot of time going back and forth with her. Helped her charge her phone even. That was dead. So I have an 8-hour drive to make a delivery in the morning, 1 pallet. And then I have another 5 or 6 hour drive to deliver the rest of this. So I've got some time behind the wheel to do here. Let's get at it. Check out this parking spot I got right on the Columbia River. Driven by here a whole bunch of times, but I didn't know you could park here. And I saw these big buses and motorhomes, and then there was another truck parked over here, and I decided to look at it on a map, and I found it. There's even a bathroom here. I like this. Cool. This is going in the little black book for parking spots. Anyway, I'm done. I have plenty of time to get to where I got to go tomorrow to get this unloaded. Gonna take it one day at a time. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to get the second stop done tomorrow or not, but it's been a long day already. Didn't get a lot done. Didn't get a lot of miles covered, but it's been a long day. So we're gonna call it a day. See you guys in the morning. Morning. We're out here trucking again. It's kind of our thing. So I'm gonna get my next stop off, or my first stop off, the one stop in Meridian. I'm gonna get that one done today with no problem, but I'm not gonna make it to the second one before they close. I did a whole bunch of math and, calculations, and got my scratch pad out, did some numbers and calculator, and realized I'd have had to get up at about 4 in the morning to make it to my first stop, to get that unloaded and still make it to my second stop. And I just didn't want to do that. Screw it. There's no real rush, so I don't have a backhaul, and I'm kind of hoping that me dragging my feet a little bit will help me find the backhaul out of Salt Lake area, back home, back to Nevada. So that's kind of where I'm at. And we're just cruising along. Hey, so if any of you guys have spent much time driving around out west, or have been in trucking for a while, I'm sure you've heard of Cabbage Hill. It's a big hill just east of Pendleton. It's like 35 miles east of Pendleton, and it's a doozy in the wintertime especially. It's got a bunch of hairpin turns on it. You drop 2,000 feet in the space of 6 miles. And I always wondered why they called it Cabbage Hill. I didn't know. I thought maybe because if you look at it on a map, the road's all squiggly, kind of like if you kind of had a cabbage open. But apparently there used to be a lot of cabbage grown in the area, especially around the base of the mountains. And there was one lady in particular whose name escapes me, but she grew a lot of cabbage there and sold it locally to the stores and stuff in Pendleton. So it was Cabbage Hill.
That was it. Quick and easy. Didn't even have time to get the camera out. So now I just got to cover this back up. It'll take me a minute. All done. These tarps, or this one tarp here on the back, is just getting thrashed. It was thrashed when I got it. It came with this trailer. And I might just be dropping it off to be repaired. I don't like to use tarps, but I like to have them look good when I do. Okay, we're all put back together. Done for the day. Gonna drive to Salt Lake City, but that's it. And they don't start receiving until 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. So I got some time to kill. Apparently that place is appointment only. And when I called this morning, hoping I could get an appointment for first thing in the morning, there had been one already made. So my fantasies of me getting there tonight and getting unloaded were just fantasies after all. Just take it easy tonight. Find a nice place to park. Hopefully I can find one kind of like yesterday. That was cool. I am stopped for the night. I'm an hour and a half from my delivery. I have tons of time, so I'm just killing it. It's like 6 o'clock. That's 7 o'clock here in Utah. I'm in Tree Mountain. I've gotten fuel here quite a few times over the years, but I want to show you something that I just saw on the wall. I'm not too happy about that. And I went in and talked to him before I even got fuel. Because if I got to pay to park here after I get fuel, I ain't getting fuel. But apparently just a part of the lot is designated for long-term parking or whatever, I don't know. Most of the lot is still free, so I'll accept that. But this is not a trend I'm pretty cool with. Not cool with. How about that? A trend I am not cool with. All right. We'll do this again in the morning. See you guys then.
And we're off. We're racing through the Salt Lake City area. Construction zones, high speeds, close tolerances to all moving vehicles around you. The Mormon 500 is in full swing. We're cruising on down to Sandy, Utah, actually, just a little bit south of Salt Lake City, and we're about an hour early from when they wanted me there. That'll give me plenty of time to get these tarps off and all the straps off, and to be standing there patiently waiting for when somebody hopefully calls me in early. So I did get a reload out of Salt Lake City yesterday. It's not quite what I was hoping to get. I was hoping and holding out to get one of those structural steel loads that comes out of Cedar City or Franklin, Utah, just north of Logan, that goes to USA Parkway to either Tesla or Switch or one of those out there. But they didn't materialize. So I took the next best thing, which is a lot closer but a lot less, what do you want to call it, money. We are going to reload in Salt Lake City and just drop it off in Wells, which is in eastern Nevada. Drop it off in Wells this afternoon on my way home, and we're going to be home tonight. Well, how's the song go? 4 days on the road, and I'm going to make it home tonight. That's my motto. I like it to be 3 days on the road, but that doesn't look good.
We're working away here, and yeah, it sucks.
All right, that's done. A little bit of a mishap as we were unloading. I guess one of the bundles was in the center of the trailer, and he didn't notice it or whatever, but it all fell down. I just had to take some pictures to make sure nobody blamed it on me for delivering some damaged goods. But that's done, and we're headed to our reload, which is 20 minutes away in Salt Lake City, and we're going to deliver it to Wells just about as fast as my little wheels can get me there.
All right, we got it. These are concrete forms. Took a little while. Some of these things were falling over. We had to pull them off and rewrap them. Took a minute, but we're ready to go now.
I would tell you that I don't know what they're building in Wells, except I do. It's a big square pad. That's it. 200 feet by 100 feet. Flat. Rectangular. I'll find out when I get there what it's supposed to be, because now I'm curious. So I talked to the guy at the job site that I'm delivering this to, and I'm going to be there about 15 minutes after they go home. But he's going to keep a couple guys late. They want what I have, apparently. Cool. And then I'm going to boogie on home. So I guess what they're building here is a propane tank refill facility. And the plans that I was looking at were just the plans for the slab. There's going to be a whole building out here. That makes sense. These are concrete forms. It's what they'll use for the stem wall, the footing, I should say. And this is Wells, Nevada. Up at the top of that mountain, right about there, is a place called Angel Lake. It's gorgeous. There's a hell of a view of town, the whole valley, the whole area. If you ever get a chance, Angel Lake. Let's see if I can line it up right about in there. And we're rolling. 300 miles to home. We got this. Made it. Good night. And that is that. You know what I had to go do today? I had to go pee in a cup. I got the email the other day that I was randomly selected, and don't tell myself until I'm ready to go. And I notified myself and I went. So I'm sure everything came out just fine. I'm not too worried about it. But anyway, it's a nice little topper to this week. I got home in time to do it. Cool. Not a bad week. Not a bad week. That trip up to Tacoma went nice and smooth, luckily. Sometimes, leaving the day before you really need to, if it's 11 hours away, I have a hard time leaving 48 hours in advance kind of a thing, so whatever. So I'll drive all day, and then it just kind of worked out. So anyway, that job site I have a feeling is done. I doubt we're going back to that one again. Third time's a charm. That worked out well. I actually had a different load I was supposed to take to Salt Lake City. That didn't work out this time, so we're going to postpone that one for a few weeks, and then I'll take care of that one for my customer. But I still went to Salt Lake City. The whole thing with the hardy board and not being able to use nets anymore, that's kind of a bummer, because that was part of the reason why I didn't mind hauling it. And that stuff, well, you're heavy. They load you, oh, this is going to be 48,000 pounds, and that truck is heavy. The truck and that trailer is heavy. So 48,000 pounds for me is right there. But it all worked out. And then I was really hoping to get some of that structural steel coming back to Nevada. And after I got home, I did get a phone call. Hey, you want to go pick one up today? I'm sorry, man, I'm already home. Already did it. So maybe next time. But at least I got a little something there out to Wells and made it home. And we're done. We did it. Hey, I want to tell you, got some hats for sale now. I'm going to start pounding this one into the ground. No. Check out my website, jupitertrucking.com. There are 6 or 7 hats on there. There's one that we're trying to get done. We're trying to figure out the colors on it, a purple hat for the ladies, because everybody loves a Jupiter Trucking hat. We'll wrap this one up. I appreciate everybody joining along. It's been a lot of fun going back and forth with everyone. So until next time, have a good weekend. Catch you later.
In the meantime, keep the bugs off your glass and the bears off your ass. Catch you on the flip-flop.